Thanks for joining Stay at Home Stacy. Today we're gonna make GooBalls. What the heck's a GooBall? It's a cannabis, a cannabis-infused, no-bake GooBall. And I'm gonna show you how to make it. So come on in to my kitchen today and let's start making GooBalls. I'm Stacy. Welcome to How to Make GooBalls, weed GooBalls. They're so awesome. So I'm going to show you how to make your own edible at home where it's affordable and fun. First, you're going to begin with my cannabis GooBall recipe. Oats, rolled oats. Today I'm going to use almond butter instead of peanut butter. Honey. Cinnamon. This is my melted canna butter. Look how beautiful it is. This is made from an ounce of white fire shake. And it's been cooked and melted down. And it smells, ooh, so divine. So since I don't know exactly how much canna butter I have, I'm gonna look. It has to be melted. So unfortunately I don't know how much this is. So I'm assuming it like is a cup. So I might just scale back this a drop because it's 1.5 cups of melted canna butter. So I guess we'll have to check it out. Take our cup, figure it out. Ooh, I got it. 1.5. Whoops. Definitely 1.5. So we're going to begin with 3 cups of our oatmeal. I poured the melted butter in. I put 1 cup in. And we're going to get our oatmeal. So it's two cups. And now here comes the 3rd cup of oatmeal. Finish off the bag. Wonderful. And then we're going to do 1.25 cups of almond butter. Add our almond butter. I stirred it up. It's all nice and crunchy. Basically, I got my 1st cup here. So I'm going to pour that in to the GooBall. And then it requires another 1/4 cup. So we're going to grab a 1/4 cup and kind of put that one in. And that, to me, feels like it's going to be the right amount. And obviously we're doing this during our stay-at-home coronavirus time frame. So if you're stuck inside during the coronavirus, have no fear. GooBalls are always near. So now I got some honey. We're gonna add honey. This is a healthy and a nutritious way to get high. And I gotta tell you, it's fun. It's a great buzz. It's so healthy. You know all the ingredients. That you made your own marijuana, you made your own everything, and it's just a healthy way to have a wonderful, wonderful day. GooBalls are great, and they're ready in like 15 minutes. Cocoa powder to our GooBalls. So you got 1 tablespoon and 1/4. So there we go. I always do a little extra. I like it. And the fun one next is powdered sugar. So I always keep it in a Ziploc just so I can keep it fresh, especially now that we're in quarantine time. This I need 1 tablespoon. And here we have just a nice amount of powdered sugar. We're going to add back a little bit more of our melted butter. Got a little bit of a And then we mix it all up. So the thing about the GooBalls and it being an edible, a homemade edible, you actually really don't know how much each GooBall is. So it depends basically about how many balls that you're gonna roll. GooBalls. So basically when you make about a cup or cup, about 2 cups of butter, about a cup and a half of butter, and I used 1 ounce of marijuana, so I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, I could be wrong, but I think it is about 1,000 milligrams of butter. So then I would just divide by how many GooBalls I actually roll. So my GooBalls end up being about 30 to 40 actually, they're big, because I'm unfortunately a really heavy hitter. So a lot of times my friend just tried it, and she just tried just a bite, and we'll see how that works on her. But sometimes you can get 3 or 4 doses out of 1 GooBall, or party hard and have 1 GooBall. I need to make room for the GooBalls into the freezer. So since it is quarantine, we're very stocked. We got rice and beans, and we got bread, and we got all sorts of stuff. Okay, so now that all the ingredients are in, I've mixed it. You can see that it's still like a little watery on top. This is actually like a no-bake recipe. So now I'm going to stick this in the freezer for 15 minutes. We'll be back. All right, so our GooBall mix is ready to go into the freezer. We're going to come over here and put it in. And we'll see you in 15 minutes. We're about to take the GooBalls out of the freezer. But since I'm making this GooBall video during the quarantine, I don't want to call it the quarantine because it's Stay at Home Stacy. We're under a stay at home order. So Stay at Home Stacy has an idea. So since we have run out of a few products, my recipe calls for parchment paper so that I can roll the GooBalls. But instead, I don't have any parchment paper, and I'm unable to run to the store, so I have a Q-tip, a quarantine tip. And today's Q-tip is, I'm gonna take my cutting board, and I will wrap it with some plastic wrap, so I can have a surface for me to roll my GooBalls when they come out of the freezer. I'm gonna wrap it up. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. We're gonna begin to roll the GooBalls. So it is perfectly in here, and you just scoop some out with a spoon. Kind of, feel around what you feel. Like I told you, I was a heavy hitter, so you just take a nice amount, take it, roll it, plop it down. I think that seems like it's a nice size. So it's not too much. People won't get too wasted or anything like that. So now we have all of our GooBalls here. They're beautifully rolled. We have a total of 60. So now I'm going to try to figure out what our dosage could possibly be. So I feel that the butter is about 1,000 milligrams, and I'm going to divide that by the number of GooBalls, which is 60. So I'm going to say they're about 16 or so a GooBall, which is much, much better, because I usually used to only get about 30 or so to a thing. So here we go. I'm gonna put my GooBalls in the container, and then we will put them in the fridge and enjoy. And thank you for joining Stay at Home with Stacy. And I'm gonna cheers to you And please stay safe and take care of yourself during the stay-at-home time that we are all struggling through in the United States. So cheers to you and happy GooBalls and namaste. Oh, I became a yoga instructor yesterday. Thank you. Namaste.